Thank you, Mr Speaker. I rise to second the motion of the member of Warringah's Private Members Bill Stop PEP-11 and Protect Our Coast 2024, and I thank her for her ongoing commitment to protecting our climate and our environment since her election. When it comes to PEP-11, I can't say it more clearly. The people of the northern beaches of Sydney, of Mackellar, of Warringah will never accept drilling for oil and gas off our beaches. Never. They have said this repeatedly and they have said it vehemently for years now. The risks to both our climate and our marine and coastal environments from oil spills, methane leaks and seismic blasting is just too great and too awful. And this mining proposal also puts thousands of local jobs at risk in tourism and hospitality, and also recreational and commercial fishing from Manly to Newcastle and beyond. The coastline impacted by PEP-11 is amongst the most beautiful in the world. And in Mackellar we know that we might rival Manly for the most beautiful beaches in the world as well, but it is up to us to preserve and protect it for future generations. And yet, as the Australian Marine Conservation Society states, if the PEP-11 licence is renewed, it would allow seismic blasting and drilling for gas in the migration routes of humpback and southern right whales, as well as critical habitat for numerous other threatened species. Seismic blasting, let's be clear, has been described as the sound of an atomic bomb going off in their underground homes every 3 to 10 seconds, 24 hours a day, for months on end. Between 2018 and 2020, the community group Save Our Coast collated 77,000 signatures for a petition opposing PEP-11. And this is just one of the many community groups opposing PEP-11, of whom we thank for their work. And yet, the fossil fuel company Advent Energy, 30% owned by BHP, is pushing on regardless, as they seek to profit from the destruction of both our climate and our unique ocean environment. This project is opposed by MPs of all electorates that will be impacted, from Manly to Newcastle, including the Labor member for Newcastle and the Labor member for Robertson on the Central Coast. And prior to the 2022 election, the Prime Minister himself called PEP-11 an absurd proposal and emphatically said that it would never happen under his leadership. Unlike the Stage 3 tax cuts, there will be no happy voters if Labor is able to wriggle out of this election promise. So unpopular is PEP-11 that even the fossil fuel-addicted climate wreckers of the Coalition's Nemesis era realised that they were on a hiding-to-nothing on this one. And despite wanting to progress PEP-11, the former Resources Minister wanting to progress PEP-11, just 10 days after I launched as a candidate for the 2022 election, the former Prime Minister, in his capacity as Secret Minister for Resources, announced an end to the project. The New South Wales State Labor government has played their part in trying to end PEP-11. Earlier this month, they took the extraordinary step of passing, which they are debating today, of introducing a bill to prohibit seabed drilling in New South Wales state waters. Unfortunately, the PEP-11 licence applies to a region in Commonwealth waters, beyond the 5-kilometre coastal zone of state waters. So ultimately, the final decision on PEP-11 will lie at the feet of the Federal Labor Resources Minister. If the Labor government truly does wish to stand by its election promise, this bill provides them an opportunity to do so, to end this saga once and for all.